Oh, what's up, friends? How are you? It's good to see you. It is good to be seen by you. Welcome to the show. I, of course, am the one and only Bill Sylvie, aka the Dungeon Delver, coming to you live, loud and clear on a Monday afternoon. And boy, am I glad to see you guys. I hope you have had an absolutely fantastic weekend, no matter where you are, no matter what you do to live, thrive, and survive. Welcome to the program. Thanks for stopping by. Let me ask you for something, if I could pester you, because it's been a long time since we went live. So you're probably already champing at the bit, ready to rock and roll with some show content. But do me a favor, if you haven't already, click the subscribe button, click the bell icon for notifications. You know the score, you know the deal. Do all the things that make you a member here at the Delver's Dungeon, up to and including if you want to support the show via membership or on Patreon. You got the info right down below. That said, let's jump right into it, guys. It is Monday, and I see a lot of friendly faces out there. Bob, we've had the we've had the new intro music for a long time now. We kind of had to do that. That was a copyright thing. We salute the bards of Greyhawk, and we thank them for their service to the Delver's Dungeon. But we had to go a little bit more classical than that, and here we are. Rory K6X. I'm just going to say Rory. Good to see you. Tola Micah, Pseudo TPK, Stephen Kennedy. Anybody else out there, if you haven't already given a shout out in the chat, would love to hear from you, whether you're over on X, whether you're watching here on YouTube. Greatly appreciated. Namaste. Welcome to the show. Interesting weekend for me. I did not go to Gary Con, of course, but I still met someone named Paul over the weekend and acquired a whole bunch of D&D stuff. So did I really not go to Gary Con? Or perhaps I did. Maybe it's kind of one of those quantum things where I both did and did not go. Who knows? I'm not really a scientist. But anyway, I dropped a video earlier today about some ongoings and some doings vis-a-vis the whole matter of what was said by Luke Gygax at GaryCon this weekend. Now, I don't want to rehash it. I do want you guys to go watch the video to go check it out. But I don't know, guys. I don't know. Everybody is talking. I know some things about the status of the Castle Greyhawk manuscripts, for example. You're never going to see Castle Greyhawk. I'm never going to see Castle Greyhawk. That's never going to happen. World of Greyhawk, if Luke wants to say that he's the steward of the world of Greyhawk, okay. All right. Luke's input on the world of Greyhawk would be interesting. Sure, he gamed in it. We're not going to get a first edition AD&D World of Greyhawk until or unless first edition goes into the Creative Commons. We're not really going to see anything. So I'm not as excited about it as it might be. I want it to, Stephen Kennedy. I want it to. You may get from what I'm told, okay, I never played it. I haven't looked at it. Ruins of Castle Greyhawk, which is a second-y book. It's not the late first-y book that a very disgruntled TSR put out immediately after Gary left to make fun of and insult Gary. That's, the Ruins of Castle Greyhawk is at least as good an attempt as we could make as fans. Because we don't know what it is. You don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. So it's as good as anybody's guess, basically. All I'm saying is, we'll have to see. Okay, we'll have to see. I'm not I'm not taking anything for granted just yet. Don't rush out and do any pre-orders. Don't start praising unto highest praise Wizards of the Coast as far as, yay, they're one of us now. Roy is asking, is it the same as Castle Zaggig? No, Castle Zaggig was Troll Lords, Gary, Jeff Talanian, myself, Don McVitie, just a whole raft of authors that worked on stuff. And then Gary passed away. Gail yanked the contracts away. So yeah, it's that is a completely different jam. So don't confuse the two. But anyway, Mobius says, what the frick, you're one of us, you're early, sorry, fell over two things there. Yeah, Monday evening, afternoon is, this is the jam. No, I don't want that, Mobius. Let me tell you something. If they went and they got Alan Hammock, Rob Kuntz, Harold Johnson, and just a few others to sit down and come up with new World of Greyhawk material, that would be good. But we all know they're not going to. So, you know, all that I want from Wizards of the Coast is 1E in the Creative Commons. I want the ability to make and sell a first edition AD&D module and not have to worry about getting sued out of existence. That's all I want from them. That's it. Put 1E in the Creative Commons. So, you know, but anyway, I've got the videos up. You guys, please go check out the video. I want to talk about something a little bit seriously in a bit. The stuff Jeff worked on will be released. The stuff I worked on, Stephen Kennedy, will never be released. Anything you see coming from Trollord Games that like Citadel's End, The Outs, the Rivergate and Newtown, and especially Teeth of the Barkesh Nor. If you see those titles coming out, I can almost guarantee that they're not anything that I wrote with Gary. They will be brand new workups. I will buy them when they come out, and if there's anything that I wrote in them, I will burn Trollord Games down. I will sue them until they can't move anymore. I don't think they do that. I say that with a smile on my face. But no, I don't think anything I worked on with Gary will ever be published unless I bite the bullet and publish it myself, which would be so dangerous to do. I can't explain in simple terms how legally perilous that would be. If I somehow managed to live to be like 200 years old and every other member of the Gygax family was gone and Hasbro was broken up and sold off to Tencent and no copyrights at all were left, then I would be able to get my collabs with Gary out there. But otherwise, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. But anyway, let's talk about good stuff because I have good stuff for you guys. Ultra TTRPG, good to see you. See what I did there? No, Rory, this was early 2000s, just before Gary passed away. Excuse me. So, let us talk a little bit about the cool stuff I got this week. No, I have to say financial self-unaliving here on YouTube. Great old ones. Good to see you. A while ago, a show superfan reached out to me on X and asked if I would please take his Dungeons and Dragons collection, sans rule books, which he kept. Would I take his Dungeons and Dragons collection off his hands for him? And to say that was moving was really, really, really an understatement. Of course, I said yes. The majority of it, the bulk of it, the literal bulk of it, however, was a collection of Dragon magazines that went back to the 20s. The issues in the 20s, not the 1920s. Obviously. Say, kids, hop in your flipper and drive down to the local friendly game store. Pick yourself up a copy of Dungeons and Dragons. That's right. It's the craze that's sweeping the nation. Pretend to be a handsome knight on a horseback or a fair damsel. Fight dragons and tip the windmills at orcs. Anyway, so he gave me this massive collection, and he said he asked of me that I not sell it. He's like, he would like to see the good pass forward. And his name was Paul, by the way. I wasn't kidding when I said October 19th. Yeah, wasn't it? But he said, hey, look, don't just flip this stuff on eBay. I saw that too, Ultra. That was funny. So when I brought the collection home, I sat down and I said, okay, I know I have some of these issues. What did he give me that are duplicates? Guys, bad news. I'm keeping the Dragon magazines, more or less, and I'll get to that in a second. I said, what have I got? What have I got that I now have duplicates of? And I have a stack here. I'm going to pick up a few pieces of it. I have Dragon magazines here. Here, let's do this. Best of Dragon 2, a couple of Best of Dragon 2s. But the youngest issue, or the oldest issues I have start in the 50s. So there's a goodly amount of these. And there's some duplicates. So I have a goodly amount of Dragon magazines. Redundant issues, if you will. So move my laptop so it doesn't get squashed. But also in the in Paul's Hall, I'll sit down now. Also in Paul's Hall, there is a stack of modules and supplements and materials here. There's a copy of X2, I1, A1, C1, a run of the GDQ modules, G1, 2, 3, D1 and 2, a pastel D3, and Q1. Right here. There's a pastel G2. There is a pastel S1. A 4-color S2. A pretty darn good condition complete S3. This is the mail call portion, by the way. Even though I had to meet Paul and pick these up. There's the books for the companion set. I don't have the box. I have the books. This is something I threw in because this is the Masters set DM's book. So I'll just put it in there. Is that it? Oh, there is an S4 and a WG4. A WG5, Mordenkainen's Fantastic Adventure. That's a great module. Lots of Greyhawk goodness here. But speaking of Greyhawk, there is a well-loved, as in the spine is completely blown out, but there is a well-loved Greyhawk folio. The maps are complete in there. The Gazetteer is in there. I did not flip this open fully to see if there was aught else in. The maps are worn, but again, well-loved. So we have all of this stuff. And all of this is duplicates to stuff I have. I have a folio World of Greyhawk set. I've got all these modules. And again, the dragons are all duplicates with ones that I already had. So that brings me to you guys. I'm going to be giving these away. I'm going to be giving away now the module sets. The way this is going to go is like the World of Greyhawk folio is one giveaway, S3 is one, S2 is one, S1 is one, but G1, 2, 3, D1, 2, 3, and Q1 are all one giveaway. So somebody's going to get the GDQ. All of the companion and masters booklets are one giveaway. S4 and WG4 are one giveaway, but WG5 is by itself. X2, I1, A1, C1, and the Pastel G2 are all separate giveaways. So basically, I'm going to be giving these away. I'm going to be giving away the Dragon magazines. So that is what's happening. Jump out to studio view. That is what's happening. You guys are going to get a chance at all of that stuff over there. It's going to be filling up. Oh, thank you, Jason. It's going to be filling up a lot of space around here. I ordered a new bookshelf. I've hit that point in my life. TXG, good to see you. Where I get excited about getting new bookshelves. So I've ordered a narrow shelf that can fit over there. Where you see Darth standing now, Darth will move down a little bit and provide a sunshade for me over here in the studio. But there is an 11-inch wide, 7 foot tall or 6 foot tall, whatever it is, bookshelf that will receive the massive stack of Dragon magazines that I am keeping, plus a bunch of other stuff around the studio here that is, quite frankly, in my way. I'm getting back where I'm living on the floor again, and I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I don't want totes on the floor. I don't want stacks of books, no matter how neat, because I trip over them. I push them away. I've got piles of camera gear that is literally heaped up on the table. You guys can't see it. But I've got stuff, and I don't like living like this. I don't like my studio like this. So it's frustrating in the extreme. So I will have another bookcase over here, and it's going to get filled up with books. But yeah, I'm at the point in my life where I'm excited that something like that's happening. But that's the big announcement. I'm going to be giving these away now. The dragons are going to be one at a time. The dragons are going to be one at a time. I'm going to rain on y'all's parade a little bit here, though. I can't do shipping and handling on this, guys. It's a couple of bucks. It's a few bucks, maybe, for a magazine for y'all. Unless you live overseas, then it's maybe $15, $20 for a magazine. For me, that represents shipping all of this stuff out would represent a significant amount of money to me. So however we figure out to do it, I will gladly I will gladly send it to you, but you're going to have to pay shipping for it. And even if it is media mail, you know, you're going to have to kick me postage for it. With that said, they'll be given freely. It's not like I want profit, you know. And even thrashed out as it is, that Greyhawk folio is parts complete. So, you know, I could just as easily say, yeah, $40, you know. Your question about tablets, TXG, my wife actually has an e-ink reader that she uses that is an Android tablet. It runs Android devices. It is like a hybrid. So you get e-ink, but you get you get a full computer tablet type experience. You're late. Advanced Fantasy Games. We started at 6. That is, we start on Mondays at 6. Let me see something here real quick. Sorry, I'm just answering a question. Let me see if I can find this. Come on. Where's me alt tab? All right, we'll just do this. Let me see. Is it that one? Is it that one? I don't think it's that one. So you guys are all 1E players. I am almost exclusively a first edition AD&D player, Rory. Beckme is not the best. Beckme is a fine version of oh yeah, no, that's let's see. Sorry. Why do some people prefer AD&D 1E over 2E? Because AD&D 1E is where the black magic is, my friend. It is where the black magic is. There is nothing quite like the vibe and the verb of AD&D. I don't is that it? No, that's not it. That's not what she got. I'll have to ask Mrs. the Dungeon Delver about that. AD&D First Edition is like Black Sabbath and Led Zeppelin. It copies and drabs and dips and swaths and brings it all together into a satisfying whole. AD&D First Edition is the Dungeons and Dragons of drow torture parlors. It's got the blood dripping from the swords. It's got the demons on the cover. It's got the naked chicks in the book. It is the Dungeons and Dragons that dares you to take a bite of the apple and see eternity. It is the Dungeons and Dragons of S1, the Tomb of Horrors, the right and proper Tomb of Horrors, where if you fuck up, your character will die. There's no, oh, save and take damage. No, it's death. in that module. It is the module of slavers, or it is the edition of fighting slavers, of confronting the drow for the first time ever. It is the Dungeons and Dragons that is written in High Gygaxian, where Gary speaks to us like we're adults. It's the Dungeons and Dragons where Gary told us that orcs are fecund and then sent us for the Websters because we didn't know what fecund meant. It is where the black magic is and will be forevermore. Amen. That is why first edition AD&D. That is why first edition AD&D. So you asked, I told you. And there's other editions are too clean. And that's by design, by the way. That's not me just picking a fight. You go and look at the standards and practices, the Stevie Nicks hair, the Mennonite dresses on the broads. That started in second edition. Odd Scimitar. I'm just getting to that. It is really the best. First edition AD&D is the best. Is it safe? No. Is it friendly? Absolutely not. Rory, Osric is what you want if you want AD&D. But the problem with Osric, I don't mind advanced fantasy games. Just understand you can't paste links. That is a YouTube thing, not me. The problem with Osric is, hey, that's excellent, man. That's fantastic, Josh Theo. I love to hear that, man. I really do. I hope the things you picked up watching and listening, I hope they helped. I do. What's the Voice of One asks, what's the best old school D&D dungeon module? That is a tough one. They're tied in my mind, these two. B2, Keep on the Borderlands, or S4, Lost Caverns of Sojkoth. Completely different vibes, okay? But it is either B2, Keep on the Borderlands, or S4, Lost Caverns of Sojkoth. Man, that does my heart good, Josh. I'm so glad. Couldn't have done it without me. So anyway, I think 3.0 is in the wild. Odd, I have a video about that. I have a video about his presser that he did. We'll see, is what my attitude is. We'll see. But the problem that I have with Osric is that the flavor of AD&D is drained out. The rules are still there. The rules are cromulent, but the flavor is taken out. Now, for you guys who've said, and this is aimed specifically at Rory, who's just getting into Osric, and at, let's see, who was that? Josh Theo. I have awesome news for you guys since you love classic D&D, because one of the things that can trip you up, particularly if you're just getting into AD&D or you're already into AD&D and you're trying to get people to sit down and play, is character creation. It's character creation. Wouldn't it be great if you had an easy portable app, something, I don't know, you could throw on a thumb drive. I've got an empty thumb drive around here. Just throw on a thumb drive, an application, and quickly and easily, painlessly, honestly, in just a few seconds, help someone create a character. Or if they had a copy themselves and they could create a character. I've got some wonderful news for you folks, because that application exists. Folks, say goodbye to your character creation worries and say hello to Crom. Crom is the character record organization manager application for your Windows 8, 8.1, 10, and 11, 32 or 64-bit machine. And guys, it runs on Linux through Wine. It runs on Mac OS through Wine. So we've got all of your bases covered. We've got it all covered right here, guys. This simple command line driven application, I mean, it's got a user interface, but it's all text. It keeps it simple. You're not lost in pages of UI. Okay? It's simple key presses. Create a character in as little as 5 seconds with the instant random character creation. Create one in about 10 seconds if you know what you want, but you just want to get playing. If you want to craft your own character, could take you 3 or 4 minutes, but not too much longer. Any first edition advanced Dungeons and Dragons core system, rule book, legal, character, class, race, alignment combination. Buy them equipment. Level them up. Drain levels. Sell gems and jewelry. Add custom items to their inventory. Age your characters. Adjust their stats. Change their alignment. Got a human who can dual class? Congratulations, it features dual class. Got a half elf that can dual class in a bard? It handles bards easily. Guys, this is the ultimate first edition advanced D&D character management utility. Whether you're a dungeon master and you need rafts of NPCs now, you don't want to hand wave them. Crom. You're a player, whether you just started or you've been playing for years, you want digital backups of those fragile, crumbling character sheets from those halcyon days of the 1970s and early 1980s. You'd like to commit those characters to digital memory. Crom. The Viking Hat GM. Hello, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, the man without whom this channel might not even exist today in the wonderful form. I give you the Viking Hat GM. Greetings, my brother. And he asks the pertinent question, can Crom do 3d6 down the line? Yes, it can. Yes, it can. Methods 1 through 4 and manual entry. You roll your 3d6, you input them down the line. Strength, intelligence, wisdom, dexterity, constitution, charisma. Boom, 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 boom. What is the best available 1E starting town? It is a tie unto excess. It is either the Keep on the Borderlands or the Village of Hamlet. Kyle wants to know if you get a set of free steak knives. That I can't do because I can't ship blades overseas. And I can't ship blades over standard TCP/IP. But if this is the application, if you want to supercharge your AD&D game and get going right away, right then, or you're deep in the dungeon, you're elbows deep in the lost caverns of Sojkanth, you're struggling to breathe somewhere in a pyramid and the Medio jungle in C1, you're facing off against the slave lords in their dungeon in A4. And a character drops. Well, you don't want to just say, Bob, you got to go sit. Bob's cousin, Rob, can join the game. And there's no hand waving him involved. Because you fire up Crom, you create a character in about 5 minutes, drop him in the game. That simple. I'm sorry. Yes, that is correct. Yang has corrected me. South Bay is the best first edition AD&D starting town. A white just drained a level. Oh no, what do? Crom will drain levels. Crom giveth, and Crom taketh away. Thank you, Golden XP. I think it is. That generic town. Okay. You would be thinking of Greenhaven by Ryan David. The Village of Greenhaven is an excellent product. It gets the Delver's Dungeon endorsement, and my copy is buried with my AD&D books, where I usually keep them for handy reference. It's not over here on the usual shelf, I don't think. But yes, Village of Greenhaven is another handy one. But anyway, if this interests you, Doc Flamingo, good to see you. It is $25 digital download, or $35 for a physical copy on a custom flash drive. The program is already on here. You just pop it into your PC and you run it from right there. Easy as can be. Although you do have to wait. You do have to wait for that to get to you. Of course, if you want the thumb drive, but you also want a digital copy right now, I don't see why I can't do that. It is still just one seat. I do just want you to, to have the one copy. But at any rate, so get yourself a copy of Crom, supercharge your first edition AD&D game today. Do not hesitate. Do not wait another moment to get your game running. In fact, I love Crom so much, and I love you guys so much, that at the end of this episode, the bottom of the next hour, I'm going to give a copy away. I'm going to give a digital copy of Crom away. We're going to put you all's names on a spinner and a lucky winner. Now, if you already have a copy of Crom, don't hop in. I ask of you. But if you don't have a copy of Crom and you want a chance to win it, we'll give a copy away at the end of the show. That's what I'll do. In fact, the spinner system may be how I do the giveaways of the AD&D modules and so on and etc. Let's talk about the week ahead a little bit. Let's talk about what we're doing moving forward into the week. Tonight is this. This is Monday. tomorrow night, we are playing first edition Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. And boy, howdy, is that going to be a prickly one. The party is currently in the Caves of Chaos. Now, when they were low level, they had cleaned out the caves a long time ago. However, there have been doings at the Temple of Evil Chaos. And they have gone in to request, or at the request of the high priest at the keep. Rumors that horrible things are afoot once again. And now the party faces death itself in the form of a seductive and deadly succubus. That's right. We are in media res in a fight against a succubus. I'm getting some feedback. Sorry about that. I'll lean off the mic a little bit. Is that a little better? Is that any better? Check. Uh-oh. It's all gone. Hold on. How about now? There we go. I did basically turn it off and turned it on, turned it back on. I unplugged it and plugged it back in. That's what I did. But anyhow, anyway, so that is what's going on in the Tuesday night AD&D game. Wednesday, I don't know if my co-host Kyle is sitting out there. Co-host Kyle, will you be joining us on Wednesday? If Kyle's not, we're going to be doing a deep dive. Death Angel Shadow, good to see you. We're going to be doing a deep dive on a little, I don't know. Let's grab an issue of Dragon Magazine. We'll deep dive some Dragon Magazine. Recon and F1, good to see you. That will be Wednesday night, either Kyle or Dragon Magazine deep dive. Thursday, we're going to talk a lot about the GWOC. The GWOC is the Great Underground Online Gaming Convention. It is coming up in just a few weeks, guys. It is just a few weeks away. I'm really looking forward to the GWOC. And so hopefully you guys will be too. It will be an episode all about registering for the GWOC. A schedule of events will be discussed. Oh, not at all in 2XS. So that will be Thursday, plus some D&D lore. Friday, hopefully we've got everybody back Friday, and we'll be able to play Blade Runner 2049, the Free League game. I'm looking forward to getting back to that. So that is the week as it will progress through the month. I hope you guys are happy with that, because that's what we're going to do. Now, I know we're not even to the top of the hour yet, but I would like it if we could open this up here. Oh, nothing else. That was it, Death Angels. I'm just kidding, everybody. I'm going to be over on Death Angel Shadow's live stream. They're having me on as a guest. I don't know why. I am honored. I am flattered, but it is happening. Current PC death counts, does it include? Well, yeah. I mean, if your character died, your character died. I think we're at about 15 now on 2XS on Tuesday nights. When is the Billcation happening again? After GWOC. There will still be videos, but they will be all automated and uploaded. I am going to start sandbagging stuff here this weekend. I'm not. I'm not working through my vacation because that's not a vacation. All right. So let's see. Right now, if you are interested in winning a copy of Crom, a digital copy of Crom, will they be AI generated? No, they will be real. They will be real. I would like you to say, just say, I want to win a copy of Crom in the live chat, and I'm going to put your name in the list that I will then paste into the spinner. So, well, the in-person, well, I think it would be remiss of me. All right, Rory. All right, I've got Rory. Odd Scimitar. All right. So got some names there. Bob Jester. If all you guys want a copy of Crom, why don't you buy it? You cheap bastards. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. So I've got your names here. So yes, if you want to win a copy of Crom, say so right now in the chat. But will the in-person guac have guac? It would be remiss of me to not have guac at the guac. Well, I like it that you can admit it. I like it that you can admit it there. Oh my God. American Brad Canada giving away 2 more copies of Crom. Wow. Okay. There's going to be 3 spins of the wheel. There's going to be 3 spins of the wheel now. American Brad Canada, God bless you. Thank you so much. That's 3 copies of Crom. So your odds are really good. Your odds are really, really good. Thank you so much for that incredibly generous super chat, American Brad Canada. Wow, that's incredible. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. You'd hand me $25 in person. PayPal won't accept your current phone, so you can't send anything using it unless I have a storefront. You can buy me a coffee right there. If you go to buymeacoffee.com/bsylvie, you can buy me coffee. You can do that if you want. I'll gladly take it there. All right. So far, I have in the running for one of 3 copies of Crom today, guys. If you don't win, odds are your name. All right. So Bob, you bought me some coffees, right? Let's go ahead and take your name off of the freebie list, okay? Let's do that, and I will go and I will get the I'll get the funds from buymeacoffee.com, and I will send you a copy of Crom. Email me, bsylvia@gmail.com, where to send it, win it. If you don't win with those odds, you're a loser. Yeah, there's 3 copies. There's 6 people. This is literally musical chairs in first grade, guys. Oh, don't say that, great old ones. But I appreciate you buying a copy. So, yes, bottom of the hour, we spin for a copy of Crom, a digital copy of Crom, and then another digital copy of Crom, and then another digital copy of Crom. Yeah, your odds of winning today are really, really good. The last spin, there will be 3 names on the disc. Crom, crom, crom. Ka-ka-ka, ra-ra-ra, ma-ma-ma. Crom. So anybody out there who's never maybe seen Crom in motion, would you like a demonstration of it? Would you like to see it work? $42 of you maniacs watching me over on X, with another 27 here on YouTube. Oh, 25 of you on YouTube. Absolute 5. So let's do this. Let me show you guys Crom. Windows, you gonna open Explorer for me, Windows? Thank you. PC is a little pokey. All right, here we go. Allow me to demonstrate the one and only all singing, all dancing character record organization manager software. Crom is up, a half orc cleric assassin. Brad has set the price today. If it'll, sometimes it's a little slow on the uptake. Share screen. Where's the Crom window at? It's not a Brave tab. Come on. Oh, Joe Kaufman with a super sticker off the top rope. Thank you, Joe. No, Crom is working just fine. It's up. It is StreamYard is not wanting to share. So if I do that, that will kind of backfire on me. That won't work. Is it because I got too many windows? Are you just unhappy with it? All right, fine. We'll just share the entire screen. All right, so here we are, guys. Here is Crom, the character record organization manager software. You have many types of character creation options. Create a new character, which we're going to do in a minute. Guided auto create. This is essentially a 75% automated version where you just answer a few questions, and in a few seconds, it will give you a character that matches the class and race that you selected, and then give them equipment and so on and etc. Multi-class random auto create, or random auto create single class will literally just spit out a random character. You could get a paladin, you could get a chaotic evil assassin, you could get a neutral good magic user, you could get a first level, you could get a 30th level cleric. It's got all the stuff, all the options. Multi-class random auto create, same thing, same basic thing, except it's multi-class. Bard random auto create. That's right, bards. Dual class random auto create. If you've got a human and you want a dual class human, but you want to create one with a quickness, you can do that. And then any of the random characters you create, by the way, you can load back in. You can load them in. It's not like they get created specially and then you can't do anything with them. And then quit, of course, quits. So let's create a character to sculpt it to the desire. American Brad Canada, you bought and paid for this. So let's create a new character. And we're going to go with method 3, I think, gives us the best odds. And half orc was the request. We've selected half orc. Yes. And female. Cleric assassin, I believe. Level for cleric. You know what? Let's just max it out. 4. Level of assassin, 15. All the proficiencies we have got. So let's start with melee. Let's do, I think it would be remiss to not have dagger. And then broadsword. Bastard sword. A club. What's an orc without a club? And then a battle axe. We have 3 left. Let's go back. Let's do sticks. And let's get a quarterstaff. Let's go back. You know what? Let's pick up one more melee weapon. And I want a horseman's mace, because cleric. We'll go back. And ranged. Can't be an assassin without darts, man. And that's it. So for armor, we're gonna go with banded mail. And let's pick up a large shield. Let's be done. Let's get let's see, weapons, of course. We're going to get a battle axe. We're going to get a club. Hey, Doc Flamingo, thank you for the soup. We're going to get a dagger. We're going to get a footman's mace, or horseman's mace, rather. We're going to get a broadsword. We're going to get a bastard sword. Let's get some sticks. I'm going to get that buck and a quarter staff. Let's get some ranged. We're going to get some darts. We're going to get, say, 10 darts. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And last but not least, we're going to get a light crossbow. And we're going to get light crossbow bolts. We're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12. Now let's get some, let's dip out of here. Let's get some miscellaneous religious items. We got to get a religious item, right? We got to get an iron holy symbol. Now let's get miscellaneous equipment and items. A backpack, a flask of oil, 3 of those. Let's get a tinder box, of course. Let's get some torches. Let's see. A large pouch to store a bunch of this in. A small pouch for material spell components. 50 feet of rope. Iron spikes. Let's get a great helm. And let's be done. We're done shopping. Are you sure? Yes, we are. Check for psionics. No, we won't. Rob Turner, good to see you. Lawful evil, neutral evil, or chaotic evil. What do we got here, boyos? What are we calling on this one? Lawful evil, neutral evil, or chaotic evil? I think American Brad Canada really has the call here. Brad, no, the other one says chaotic. Rob Turner says American Brad Canada says lawful evil, chaotic evil. Yeah, if you just hopped in, let me know if you want a chance. We are giving away 3 copies of Crom. There's only 6 people entered for the spinoff, so you guys have a really good chance, even if more people do hop in. So yeah, you might want to get in on that. All right, so what do we got here? ABC really he's buying and paying for this. So I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go with lawful evil. All right. Name for the character. Oh, I don't know. How about Razga? Enter to continue. We're gonna save this as a text file. We're not gonna print it. Yes, and we're gonna load Razga. There she is. There she is in all of her orky glory. She's only 13, but that's a young adult for a half orc. Behold Razga. Charisma of 12 isn't bad. Razga the evildoer. But as you can see, we have all these options. We can level up, we can add XP, we can drain a level, change stats, change alignment. We can give or remove money, sell gems and jewelry. We can trade her equipment out. She's pretty slowed down. She's only moving 30 feet around. If she was a magic user, Tome of Spells would matter, but it doesn't here. If we had any more weapons proficiencies, we could buy them now. We can purchase more equipment. We can age her. We can save any changes, or we can just quit out. But let me show you this. So we created that, and stopping and talking about it, it took us about 7 minutes. I'm not going to talk. Watch this. Just created a character just now. Did you miss it? Did you blink? Did you look away? There he is. 17th level gnome thief with a strength of 18. He doesn't need thieves tools. He can just break the locks with his bare hands. Now we can do a guided autocrate if you want to go a little bit slower. Character name, Paulina, gender female, use psionics. Now, if I say yes here, it restricts her to human, but we do get psionics. Do we want, and because she's human, she's of single class. Say 1, available classes. Let's make her a ranger. Level 5. Attack modes. Wow, strength 112. She's not screwing around. Well, we got to do Sonic Blast and Psychic Crush. 2 modes. We have Tower of Iron Will. And save now. Yes. Paulina the Ranger. Instantly created, but it also assigned equipment. Chainmail, large shield, long sword, dagger, backpack, rope, torch, rations, water skin. And there you go. Exit. Quit. You want a Bard random auto create, guys? There you go. Bard random auto create. Let's see. We're going to go with Jan. That's it. Can anyone tell me how to send in 25 into Buy Me Coffee? It deals with units of coffees. Coffees are $5 a piece, Bob. So if you buy me 5 coffees, I believe it buys 25. See, I wasn't sure what gender it would pick for Jan, so I figured either Jan or Jan. But that's it, guys. It's that simple. It's that easy. And yes, gnomes can have 18 strength. I'm trying to think. Can you have a paladin bard? No. It requires thiefly functions, which paladins cannot perform. That is not doable. Now, you could start as a paladin, change your alignment. You would lose all your paladin abilities, but from a character play standpoint, you could start as a paladin and then say, look, I lost my heart for the constant adherence to law and order, but I do believe in championing good. You go from lawful good to neutral good. You maintain on as a fighter after that, but yeah, you'll lose your horse, you'll lose your lay on hands ability, your protection from evil, your detect evil, your resistance to disease, your cure disease. All that goes out the door. No, you'd have to go all the way to Scotland to a former U.S. Navy submarine if you base if you wanted Holy Lock specialist. It's a submarine joke, guys. Get with the times. So we got 15 more minutes here. 15 more minutes, and then we are doing our big spin. Our big spin. And we're going to see who is going to win one of 3 copies of Crom that we're giving away today. And there's only 6 of you guys participating in the contest. Your odds are really good that you're going to get it. But I am going to ask you, you're going to have to email me. You see my email going across the bottom down there, bsylvia@gmail.com. Because that's how that goes. Hello, Wheeling Dragon. Wheeling Dragon, do you have any use for a copy of Crom? Would you like to be entered into the Crom test today? We're giving away 3 copies of Crom, so your odds are pretty good if you want your name on the list for a digital copy of Crom for first edition AD&D. I'll understand if it's not really your cuppa, but if you want to enter and you want a copy to play with, by all means. All right, the Wheeling Dragon. Your odds just got worse, guys. Sorry. Daniel Rowan, good to see you. Oh, I'm sharing the whole screen. Let me just slide that out of the way there. All right. And Daniel Rowan, do you want, I cannot remember if you have a copy of Crom or if you want a chance to win a copy of Crom. Let me know and I will put your name on the spinner. We are giving away 3 copies of Crom today. 3 copies of Crom being given away. You just heard about Crom, but it sounds epic and you hope you win. I hope you win too. So right now I've got 7 people on the list. I've got Rory, K6X, Odd Scimitar Gaming, Voice of One, Unto Excess, Ultra TTRPGer, Brad, no, the other one, and Wheeling Dragon. All right. I will, let me see here. Let me see, Bob Jester. Because I did not see a pop-up over here, but then it's really tiny, so it may actually have. I may also need to refresh that. Let's see. Okay, I don't see it yet. I don't see it yet, Bob. I do not yet see the... Was Crom cromulent by design or happenstance? Happenstance, because originally I called it something else. I don't even remember what I was calling it originally when I was building it. Now, I know, Bob, I've been using Buy Me a Coffee for years now, years and years, and it's never, no one has ever said, hey, this is fishy, you know. Take care, Rob Turner. Thank you for hanging out. All right. By the way, guys, because I know you love keeping up with this stuff as much as I do, we're currently at 9,678 subscriptions on the channel. 9,678. We are that puts us at 322 subscriptions shy of the 10,000 mark. 322. I'm getting excited. I hope you guys are too. And that leads me to a little bit of discussion that I want to have before we get into the happy stuff. Have I started on the... Yes, I have, Unto Excess. Yes, I have. Bob, I completely understand. I completely understand. We'll figure out how to do it, my friend. We'll figure out how to do it. In the past few weeks, I'm gonna turn this off till I'm ready to do this again. Will there be a cheesecake fund for LiveCon? Maybe. I'm gonna tell you guys straight up, the LiveCon will not be free. I will charge. There will be ticket charges. Absolutely. Let's see. There it is. Oh, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I meant by new. That's what I want. Okay. I have been chasing the the uh the algorithm for a while now on YouTube. I've been trying to make it work to my advantage. It's kind of impossible to figure out how that damn thing works. And I've been riding highs and lows with it. I'm not one of those YouTubers that has a relationship with YouTube. I don't have anyone at YouTube I can talk to. YouTube has been doing some awfully screwy things with my channel. I thought I'd hit unlimited gold in December with YouTube Shorts. And then one day in February, an hour after I uploaded a short, I had like 30 views on a short. And I hadn't changed it at all. And I flipped out and I got a hold of them, and they seemed to be double talk and answers. Oh, thank you, Advanced Fantasy Games. I appreciate that. It used to be it was double talk. It was not a lot of answers. It just seems like they had silenced me. And none of that made sense to me. The point is not figuring out their algorithm. The point that I bring you is a warning. This is going to sound like I'm trying to close the door behind me. Like, oh yeah, you're getting close to 10,000 and now you're telling me not to try and come on. If you want a YouTube, if you want a TTRPG YouTube, if you want to do any kind of niche YouTubing, this is going to sound really bleak and ugly, but guys, prepare yourself for disappointment. There are one or two channels out there on TTRPG YouTube, well, 3 or 4 out there that have hundreds and hundreds of thousands of subscribers. They have all of them. Myself, Dungeon Minister, The Indisability, Doom Sword, Yang Yan Zhao, and his focus isn't even on TTRPG stuff primarily. We're left with crumbs. YouTube has already picked the winners. YouTube has already decided who it wants to win. And it can hurt your heart because you can put so much of yourself into your videos about what you love about classic RPGs. Guys, I bought a fucking teleprompter, okay? I spent $130 on the cheapest, I might add, teleprompter. And it was kind of in hindsight. Now, I just got it the other day, but it was kind of in hindsight, sort of a silly thing to do. YouTube hates you and wants you to give up. Let me just state that unequivocally. YouTube wants you to give up. They're desperate for you to give up and quit creating video content. They don't want you to succeed, and they're going to put as many roadblocks between you and success as possible, including demoralization. YouTube in the last 3, 4, 5 years has gotten so enshittified YouTube told me we put your stuff on blast for a while to see if you could get traction. We saw that you did, and then we took it away. We hid it from people. We hid it from people. We took it out of people's line of sight and hid it away to see if you could still gain traction. That's like saying, we saw that you were breathing and thriving. So what we did was we cut off your oxygen supply. So you can't breathe anymore. Yeah, I see that your face is turning blue and you're worried, but trust us, this is all part of the process. If you can somehow start processing oxygen just some other way, you'll be golden. Yeah, JP got rockets. If you want to win a copy of Crom, let me know and I'll put your name on the spinner. I uploaded a video on Sunday, a YouTube short on Sunday. You guys probably all saw it. You guys probably all saw it. Not too many other people did because it's still sitting at about 300 views. YouTube literally took that out of the lineup and hid it and made it so no one could see it. They actively suppressed the video. And I browbeat their AI and it kept gaslighting me saying, no, look at the engagement time. Yes, only a few people have watched it, but they've watched it for longer. And the click-throughs and the follow-ons and the engagements and the and I kept coming back and saying, you're not showing it to people. And finally it caved in and just said, yeah, you're right. It is suppressed. It is not anywhere in YouTube's algo. I don't know why. That's what they'll do to you. And that can really mess with you in here if you think you're doing a good job. So, from the bottom of my heart, my friends, my creators, I say, be careful. Don't get addicted to this. It's bad for your soul. If you let yourself get excited about what you're doing, YouTube has already decided who they want their leaders in every category to be. Baking, sewing, computer repair, vintage video game talk, political speak, YouTube drama, anime reviews, car repair, house hunting, animal tips and tricks. They've already decided who they want to win, and it ain't you and it ain't me. Ten years ago, if I had started this 10 years ago and was doing what I was doing now, I'd probably have 500,000 subscribers. I would be the leader. When humans did this. But now it's as random. You know, you guys remember the pipes screensaver from Windows 95 at 3D Draw, the OpenGL pipes? That's basically YouTube now. Where's that going to go? I don't know. It's just kind of off over there. Up, it's cleared off, and it changes again. You can't predict what they want and what they're going to do. So that's my warning to you guys. Let's spin that wheel 3 times. 3 times. Let's spin that wheel. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Click to spin or press control in there. I think we're going to click to spin. Rory, KX6, Odd Scimitar Gaming, Voice of One, Unto XS, Ultra TTRPGer, Brad, not the other one, and Wheeling Dragon. You guys are all up. You guys are all up. Here we go. Spin the first. Spin wheel, spin. Old Scimitar Gaming. Ding, 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 ding. Odd Scimitar Gaming. We're going to take your name off the list. All right. Odd Scimitar. Email me, bsylvia@gmail.com, and I will send you your copy of Crom. All right. We are down to 6, and we have 2 more copies. You've got a 1 in 3 chance of winning. A 1 in 3 chance. Here we go. Spin number 2. Rory KX6. Congratulations. Congratulations, Rory K6X. I keep screwing that up. Draw me an email, bsylvie@gmail.com. All right. 1 copy, 5 contestants. 2 men enters, 1 man leaves. Spin the wheel, Raggedy Man. Boom. What do we get? What do we get? Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Voice of One. Congratulations, Voice of One. There you go, buddy. Voice of One. Drop me your email, bsylvie@gmail.com. And I will email you your download link for a copy of Crom. All righty. And to our other contestants, let me just say, there is ample winning stuff coming up. I got a stack of Dragon magazines. I have a pile of first edition AD&D modules and supplements. So yes, please drop me an email. Let's reload here. I want to check something. But yeah, please right now, guys, drop me an email, bsylvie@gmail.com for your copy of Crom. If you don't send it, I can't get it to you. That's how it gets there. So yes. No, Rory, that's my email address, buddy. But anyway, yes, please do. Please do. Send me your. I'm going to make a note here. Let's see. Any thoughts on what I'm doing the print on demand? Very soon, Joe. I don't have time to discuss it right now, but I just want you guys to know. We'll talk about that. Let's see. And let's see. I will. You know what? I see your. I see an email right here. Thanks for playing. Here you go. All right. Let's go to sent. There you go. And sending out the next one. Thanks for... And here is the one for you, Rory. All right. So those are sent. A couple of our fans have gotten those. I don't think I've gotten one back. Why is Alt Tab not working? That is weird. Strange. Anyway. All right, boys and girls, that's going to about do it for me tonight. I want to thank you all for tuning in. I hope you all have an absolutely, where's the window at for me to talk to you guys? Wheel of name, search results. There we go. Okay. There you are. All right. So thank you, everyone. Thank you all. You have gotten the link. Big ups to American Brad Canada for helping pay for that tonight. I do appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. But before I do, I want to again thank American Brad Canada for the super, Joe Kaufman for the super sticker, Doc Flamingo for the super, and Advanced Fantasy Games for the super. I really appreciate it. Guys, take care of yourselves. Be good to each other. Be healthy. Go outside, touch grass periodically, just not during my live streams. Anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow when we'll be playing some first edition AD&D. Tune in and find out who will survive and what will be left of them. And until then, guys, be sure to tip your owl bear. Peace. Good night. Love you all.
Have you seen my owl bear? Here's to all the weirdos everywhere in the woods and in the air. Have you seen my owl bear? Should I shave off all my hair? Bobs are all around. Some live in tunnels underground. Some are fat, some are rich, some are sleeping in a ditch. Can you ride a crooked horse without a saddle way off course? Naked as a toad all the way to Smoky Joe's. Have you seen the little creep driving fast in his little green Jeep? He smells like fish and brandy, but his rotten teeth look dandy. Take me to the show, I don't care if fast or slow. From action flicks to dancing dicks, just take me